guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's look, it's this right here. Just take a minute. You know you like it. Give you all the summer feels because here in Florida, it's 82 degrees, while everywhere else in the United States, it's like 30 and below. What you gonna do? So I did an Instagram poll on my beauty page. If you don't follow that, you should. It's at KValdezBeauty. And I had two options. One was the sparkly halo look, and the other was a smoky gold look. The sparkly halo look won by 80%. So thank you to everyone who voted. And yeah, this is what I came up with. I wanted to play with the Maiden pigment from the Colourpop times Kathleenlights collection. And I'm super excited with how this came out. So if you are ready to see how I did this step by step, then just keep watching. So my eyelids are primed. I use the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer, and we are going to start with the eyes first. That way we don't create a mess everywhere. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, my Silk Cream shade. You guys know the drill at this point that I always use that shade as my very first transition color, just to get a nice warm crease going. All right, next shade we are going in with is this one right here. Slightly darker version, a little bit more pinky peach of an undertone with this one, and same placement. Now I'm gonna take a slightly smaller fluffy brush, and we're gonna go in with this shade right here. I'm just gonna keep that a little bit lower in the crease. All right, back in with the first crease shade, just to even out these edges a little bit more. Now I'm gonna go in with this brush. Ignore the green, it's just kind of slightly stained. That's okay. It is a domed brush, but it's like flatter, if that makes sense. And we're gonna go in with this beautiful shade right here. I'm pretty sure this one's called Jada, or Jade, something like that. So we're gonna start packing this on the outer corner of the eye, and we're gonna pack first, and then we'll blend. All right, now with no additional product, I'm gonna start blending this into the crease. Now I'm gonna go in with this smaller brush with that same color and continue to pack and blend until I'm happy. Now that I'm happy with the outer corner and how pigmented it is, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M124. It's just a flat brush. And with that same aqua color, I'm gonna pack this on the inner corner of my eye. All right, I'm gonna go back in with this brush, and the third transition shade that we use is the warmer peach. I'm gonna blend this out. All right, so now I'm going to cut the lid, and I'll be right back. The lid is cut, and now it's time for the pigment. I'm gonna go in with the Kathleen times Colourpop pigment in the shade the Maiden. I love this shade. If you look at it in person, you can see it better. There's like flecks of blue and gold and what looks like red, and it's just beautiful. So we're gonna put this all over the base, the wet concealer that I have right now. It's beautiful, and it hasn't even reached its full potential yet. All right, now to make it even more intense, I'm gonna take some of my Milani Make It Last setting spray and spritz the pigment on the brush and go in again. Oh yeah, you can totally see the difference between the sparkle on this eye and the sparkle on this eye. You could also go in with a glitter glue, and that's gonna do the same thing and bring out the sparkles even more. Gorgeous. For the brow bone highlight, I'm gonna go in with this color right here. I'm gonna mix these two from the Jaclyn Hill original palette, and we are going to highlight the brow bone. All right, so I know this still looks a little bit crazy right now, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to clean up the edges, do my face makeup, and put my lashes on, and I will be right back. So, face is done, lashes are on, eyeliner is done, and now we're going to finish the bottom half of my eyes. So, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the shade Temptress from the Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette, this black shade right here. And I'm gonna smudge that as close to the lower lash line as possible. I'm keeping it right here. I'm not gonna go any further into my eye than that. And with the little pencil brush that I have right here, I'm gonna go in with this shade that I put all over my eyes in the outer corner, the Jada shade, or Jade, whatever it is, and smudge the black with that. I'm gonna go back in again with the black, and actually I think I'm gonna take it all the way in. Again, just keeping it super close to the lash line. All right, I am absolutely loving this look. I think I want to add an extra pop of color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this flat brush, my Morphe M124. I'm going to go in with the shade Access, and I'm going to put that on, well, in my waterline. I don't have a yellow eyeliner, so pencil, so that's why I'm doing this. All right, and just for an added kick, I'm gonna go in with the shade Guilt Trip. These two shades are from the Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous palette. If I didn't already mention that, I'm gonna go on top of that Excess shade. Yeah. Yeah, it gives it just a little bit of an extra pop. All right, I'm gonna do lower lash mascara with my It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Why? Do you see this? All right, well, while that dries, so I can scrape it off instead of ruining everything, we're going to do the inner corner of my eye. We're gonna go in with the shade VIP, and we're gonna highlight the crap out of it. That's gorgeous. Okay, so by the way, for my foundation, I use the new L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear foundation. You guys, I am in love with this stuff. It is so, it's just so pretty, and I feel like it gives your skin a skin-like finish. It really is a fresh looking foundation. Like, you could have woken up like that with your skin just beautiful, and I love it so much. It's got a scent to it. It's nothing that for me is like overpowering. Initially, I didn't like I wasn't too crazy about the scent at first, but it grew on me and I actually think it smells really good. But I think this foundation is beautiful. It just sits so nicely on the skin and it mixes well with other things. I mean, it's just stunning. So if you haven't gone and tried it, go try it. Also for concealer, I used the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. I use the shade Medium Peach, and I love this stuff. This stuff is super, super, super full coverage. It's beautiful. I think it looks beautiful on the skin. It doesn't look cakey when you put it on, and I really like this too. So if you have not tried these two things, please go to the drugstore, check them out. Ulta has it. I'm sure Target has it. Like, go check it out because they are amazing. Fixed it. All right, for lips, I'm gonna go in with these two Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipsticks. I'm gonna go in with the shade Driver and Poet. I'm gonna mix these two on the back of my hand, and then I will apply them to my lips with a separate brush. With these liquid lipsticks, first of all, they smell delicious. They smell like vanilla. You're gonna want to put like, once they're completely dry, you're gonna want to put like a little bit of chapstick just on the inner rim of your mouth, because they dry completely matte, but they are like sticky. Like if I press my lips together, they're gonna open like that softly. That's just how they are, but for me, it's not a big deal. I just add some chapstick and call it a day, and that takes care of the problem. So just by doing that, it's all good. All right, you guys, here is the finished look. I'm super excited with how this came out. I love these pigments. You guys really do need to do yourself a favor and go pick them up from the Colourpop website. And I'm also glad that you guys picked this look for the Instagram poll that I did. If you're not following me on Instagram, you need to go do that. It's at Karina Valdez, or K Valdez Beauty on Instagram. Check it out, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know exactly when my next video comes out. And remember that you are so beautiful, you are so loved, and you are made in the image of Christ. Bye, guys.